Alrighty, UVA Wise basketball fans, we are officially 2 days away from the start of the 2021-22 season for the men's UVA Wise basketball team. I'm Chloe Burdett, Assistant Director of Athletic Media Relations here at UVA Wise, and I'm here with head men's basketball coach Blake Mellinger. Hey, Coach, how are you?
Good, Chloe. How you doing?
I'm pretty good. So, Coach, we start off your season with the South Atlantic Conference Carolinas Challenge in Jefferson City, Tennessee. You're going to have a 5 o'clock tip-off against the King University Tornado on Saturday, and then you're going to come right back on Sunday and play the Lees-McRae Bobcats. This is the first matchup for you guys against both of these teams since November of 2019. So I guess focusing on King, they were ranked 10th in the Conference Carolinas preseason poll. I kind of wanted to hear your first impressions of the Tornado this year, who have a few key returners such as MJ Faust, who averaged 8.7 points in the games last year. So I just wanted to kind of hear your thoughts on that.
Yeah, I mean they've got a solid core group back, but they've also brought in a lot of new guys. So anytime you're playing these first couple games early in the season, you don't have a lot of information, a lot of film on teams. So you're basing a lot of your preparation on what they've done in previous years. I think one thing is like the tempo is going to be a really big key. They averaged over 80 possessions a game last year, so they really like to play fast and make it somewhat chaotic. So I think we've got to control the tempo. Not to say we necessarily want to play slow, but we've just got to play at a comfortable pace for us and not let the game get too wild and crazy.
All right, yeah, awesome. And then, like I said, even with a 5-12 record last year, King was second in the league for points per game at 85.2, which was, I felt, that stat alone was ranked 14th in all of Division II, which I thought was interesting. So I don't know if you've approached this in practice, but how do you feel like your team's going to combat this? And, knowing these numbers, how have you approached this in practice with your team?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's just, more than anything, we just got to be who we are and play the way that, we try to play. I don't think we want to emphasize what they do too much. Obviously, we have to prepare. I think Michael Mays is a big key for them. He missed the second half of the season last year with an injury, but he can really, really shoot it. So I think we've got to try to do some things to take him away. And then, other than that, we just got to, stick to our principles, stick to our game plan, and, see where that leads us.
Awesome. And then again, we're going to focus on your second game against Lees-McRae. The Bobcats were ranked 5th in the conference preseason, the same as the Tornado, and all their seniors were tabbed as preseason players to watch. So how are we feeling about that?
Yeah, I mean, they're good. They've had a lot of success over the last few years. They got a lot of length, so they can be really disruptive defensively, and they like to change defenses a lot and keep you off balance. So I think we'll have to be prepared for that. I think we'll see multiple looks on the defensive end of the floor, and then offensively, they're another team that can really, really score the ball. So, Saturday and Sunday, we're going to face two teams that are really powerful offensively. So our defense, we're going to have to be ready to go from the start.
Yep. When it comes to losing some of your key players from last year, and one of them specifically being Whiteside, do you know of any new faces on your team this year? And I know we talked about this a little bit in the preseason podcast, but just a few players that you think have kind of really stepped up their game and kind of taken that spot to kind of fill in that gap.
Yeah, I don't know if you really replace a guy like Cameron with one person. Yeah. I think you have to do it by committee. Obviously we'll lean heavily on our 4 returners and Caleb Carter, Ben Bryson, Isaiah McAmis, and Bradley Dean. But we've also got a group of newcomers, whether they be transfers or freshmen, that have really showed some bright moments here early in the season. I think about Makai Bassel, Joel Pettiford. I'm thinking here, we got so many new guys.
Yeah.
We got Jeff, our other big man. He's really showed a lot of promise, and I think that's one thing that we really struggled with last year was their ability to rebound the ball. I think anybody that watched us play, they know that we were really, really weak at our 5 spot. So I think we've drastically increased our production there with Jeff and Joel. So I think we'll rebound the ball better. I think we have just a stronger, better inside presence that'll help us compete better in multiple ways, but especially on the rebounding end.
Yep, definitely. All righty. Well, thanks, Coach. That's kind of all I had for you, short and sweet. Once again, the UVA Wise men's basketball team will head to Jefferson City, Tennessee this weekend to compete in the South Atlantic Conference Carolinas Challenge this weekend. And all live video and live stats links will be found at uvawisecavs.com. So thanks again, Coach, for taking the time to talk with me today. And I wish you the best of luck in this season. And I'm excited to watch you guys.
Thanks, Chloe.
Thank you.